In late 2014 into early 2015, I was teaching English at a Buddhist monastery in India. My students were monks. I lived at the monastery with them. They were monks from India, not from India, I'm sorry, they were from Tibet, they were from Nepal, there was at least one from Bhutan, I think there was a Mongolian. Anyway, there was a bunch of monks, and I was their teacher. I lived with them at the monastery. One day, I was teaching a lesson, a conversational lesson. These monks, they benefited most from conversational English, so that's what I focused on. I was responsible for coming up with my own lesson plans, my own curriculum, all that, so I was just kind of autonomous, teaching these monks English. I was teaching about how to talk about the weather, because I thought that would be good. Actually, one of the monks asked if I would talk about that in a class, so I said sure. So I'm talking about it, and just out of nowhere, this one monk raises his hand. I'm thinking, okay, this guy has a question. Good. See, these are very polite monks. They would always raise their hands if they had questions. So I said, yes, what's your question? And he says to me, teacher. They always called me teacher. I was their teacher. Teacher, when is it appropriate to tell somebody to fuck off? I'm thinking, whoa, that's kind of a heavy-duty question for a monk to be asking. But then I realized, well, they're very worldly monks. They're always listening to music. They watch Western movies. They listen to Western music. They're always hearing these things. So I'm thinking it's a good thing to ask. If he doesn't know the answer of when to tell somebody, when is it appropriate? That's how he phrased it. When is it appropriate to tell somebody to fuck off? It's good that he asked. Otherwise, they're just going to start saying that to anybody at any time. So I was glad I had a chance to explain it to him. I said, first of all, don't. Maybe just say that to each other kind of jokingly, but usually people say that when they're angry. Don't let people see you like that. I told them, when there are guests at the monastery, do not let them hear you talk like that. Don't, you guys are Buddhist monks. You're monks. You're Buddhist. Don't let people hear you talk like that. It's going to shatter the image they have of you as monks. And you don't want to be the ones who do that. So I really hope I got through to them. I hope those monks aren't telling guests to fuck off or whatever. I really, really hope that my lesson to them got through, and they only say it to each other and not when people are visiting the monastery and will get a bad image of Buddhism.